Hello and welcome to this episode of Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm your host, guide, self-love guru, Krisna Omejica, calling in the elements of fire and earth, creating smoke this time. Inspiring the energy of air as we call it into our sacred space at this time, combining fire, earth, and air. Hydrating ourselves, promoting water. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this episode. I'm always in a state of just pure gratitude to have this time and space to share in communion with you and to share the wisdom that is traveling through all of our beings. And when we allow the stillness to speak to us, we have an opportunity to tap into awakening our own indigenous wisdom within. So to prepare us, I'd love to invite you to take a breath with me as we sink in our energies, allowing for any messages and energy transmissions that are provided to us at this time to be easily received with grace and ease. And on 3, we're just going to empty our belly, tucking in the belly button, breathing into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. And breathe out. Tucking in the belly button. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in. Holding. And breathing out. Allowing us to settle into our bodies and connect ourselves to the inner wisdom that lies within. Allowing it to speak at this time, any thoughts or questions that is coming up for it. I'm going to honor the beautiful smoke that this white sage is creating at this time, encouraging the energy of fire and earth, the element of smoke, the process of transmutation to really be felt. Allow it to be felt. And as always, I'm going to be using my Mystical Shaman deck. I love this deck. Truly is a awesome favorite of mine. Let me actually close this window so we have quietness. hopefully you've had a chance to settle into your body and think about the body and about the subtleties of those energies as they begin to speak to us and give us information, guidance for needed clarity. And today my gems charging my deck are my aquamarine in this awesome blue shade that I really love, kyanite. I'm not sure what this gem is. It was gifted to me, but it feels very high vibrational. And a blue sodalite. I'm super grateful for my gem family and the beautiful consciousness that they provide. Let's get into it. At this time, as I shared, to just allow you to tap into your body and to let the inner wisdom that lie within to feel awakened and to gain the inspiration of transmutation to offer us moments of wisdom. Clearing energy. Have some amazing gems here providing us a grid and additional guidance, including this beautiful purple fluorite oxyhydron, an amethyst, a citron, and a moldavite. This moldavite's pretty powerful. We are calling in at this time our ancestors. May you think of them by name. Higher selves, spirit team. I ask my archangel team to come at this time. We have fast cards that come out. The Blade and Soul Retrieval. Whoa. Alright, well, let's look at that in the bottom of the deck. Corn, number 10. Which would be 1 in numerology. So the first one on the top was the Blade. So let's explore the Blade. And again, I love these cards. Just the beautiful nature of the artwork. The blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit. Pointing upward, it summons the power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Yield it wisely, and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger, and it will slash, stab, and kill. So here's our invitation. You're invited to draw your blade and use it. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power, so take decisive action. Overcome your fear of hurting others, unsheath the blade, and use it wisely. Such a beautiful, beautiful invitation. Bestowing upon us our ability to take action, boldly take action. And this excites me. I just recorded an episode of my podcast, Loving Me Creatively, and we were really exploring the Wheel of Fortune energy and how do we move towards destiny and how do we access a change of course. And going for it bravely is part of that. And that's what this message is really sharing to us and really reminding us that it can be a healing tool or a weapon, and that we must really ignite our wisdom within to understand that we are being invited to take action now, not to waste time, to really step in our power and reclaim what is ours. This is the season of reclamation, as my beautiful mentor and soul sister at Inner Sun Alchemy often says, that this year is that year for us. So here's our medicine. It's time to put down the sword and place it back in the cupboard. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. Do not offer your blade in service of toxic emotions, and being aware of that is super important. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you're attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with the impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are trying to keep you in the drama at hand. Set yourself free. And I love this message, this wisdom, that when we take decisive action, when we make a decision, when we hold on to our truths, and we really allow ourselves to feel our feelings. If we are feeling feelings, we are reminded that we are human. And what a beautiful thing. And to allow ourselves to be human and to feel and to know that when we are ready, the energy is here for us to take decisive action, but it is reminding us to really think about this now. We are in a new moon season, and the new moons are really about allowing us to notice the unknowns, things that we need to really address, our shadows, the mysteries, the darker side of the moon. So lean on the mysticism that La Luna offers at this time and allow yourself to tap into that. So thank you, card number 6, the blade. I didn't specify one card, please, so we are going to accept the 2 cards. And the second is Soul Retrieval, number 49, which 49 is the Divine Feminine number 13. Exciting. So let us look up what number 13 is. Oh, 49. I'm thinking about 13. I'm like, wait, that's not it. That's not it. What I love about this card is, you know, the butterfly is my spirit animal. And it is really the representation of this particular house, Self-Love Creatives, where my work here as a healer, linking and integrating my creative self to bring you self-love creatives and self-love wellness, representative in the transformation of the butterfly. So here we have Soul Retrieval, and let us explore this a bit. Soul Retrieval is a practice that helps you recover a part of yourself, your energy, your enthusiasm, or your innocence that you have lost. At first, we'll use soul retrieval to recover from our hurts and heal our childhood wounds. Later, we learn to journey to recover our original nature, that self that never left the Garden of Eden, who still speaks to the rivers, to the trees, and to God, or Creator as I call. When we return to Eden, we are whole again. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. And let us really seep deeply into this invitation. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel, so you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Reality is true. Really, really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. And here we have our decisive action, our support, this fiery energy that really is inviting us to transmute the energy, which is what I was really feeling strongly at the beginning of this. And here's our medicine. When did you compromise what you truly believe in to be loved or accepted by someone? Think back over your life and find the time or times when this has happened. Vow never to compromise your integrity again. What have you agreed to go in the name of love that you know is deeply wrong? Make it right this instant. And this is really beautiful because this is really giving me the energy of the self-love. And stepping into the self-love and how the self-love supports our transmutation and our transformation. Because it awakens these push and pull processes with our being in support of our integration, support back to what it says here. That it is a practice that helps us recover a part of ourself, our energy, our enthusiasm, and our innocence that we have lost. And for many of us, we've lost these aspects because of the colonial reality. And the colonial reality has really been one of control. And this is a mindset that we must push and move from, be transmuted through. And through decolonization, through a conscious lifestyle, we begin to grow a deeper sense of understanding, a deep-seated knowledge that begins to awaken when we actually offer ourselves moments and time for the more stillness and the contemplation, in the meditative practices of becoming in tune with the inner wisdom. And I'm in gratitude for our oracle messages because it's reminding us that while we may have been lost, our ability to really integrate, gauge in the process of transmutation, have the feelings, do the things we need to, heal, move through that energy so that we no longer are fragmented. So that we are one with creation, the reminders that we are a fractal, we are a piece of the puzzle. And knowing that our light shining brightly is an important piece of the puzzle. How do we ensure that our light is bright? How do we even address that? What is our process? And self-love wellness is a holistic perspective of really understanding our body, mind, but also the integration with the soul, and how our spiritual intelligence, as we allow ourselves to awaken, gives us wisdom. It allows us to really understand and treat ourselves with kindness because we understand we're multidimensional beings. And when we're ready to take action, we can transmute and transform. This is an inner depth of our wisdom that really is powerful when we allow ourselves to tap into it. And here we have the beautiful message at the bottom of the deck, corn, and it's number 10, and that is a 1. And that is newness, the first step. And I'm getting the feeling that when we can take decisive action and move into retrieving what is rightfully ours, our divine self, the transformative self, the liberated self, be free like a butterfly, our wings expanded, engaging with that energy, that beautiful energy of transformation, the water, the inner wisdom that allows us to step into that is so beautiful. So I just want to read the very beginning to really see what the essence of corn represents and what it invites us to do. And this is the hidden truths at the bottom of the deck. And the hidden truths are important for us, especially because we are in new moon season at this time. Corn represents the mother of sustenance and intangible abundance. Tangible abundance, not intangible. Let me read that again. Corn represents the mother of sustenance and tangible abundance. This symbol represents material prosperity in the world of form that provides stability and sustenance to many. This is more than enough. And this is reminding me of the message from last week about abundance and about really acknowledging the abundance that lives around us and allowing us to tap into the truths of the wisdom within the inner knowing, the trusting of the abundance. And here's our invitation. Take a sip of water, make sure you stay hydrated. It's so lovely to drink water. I invested in a Kagan machine and am just really blown away with the way that the ionized water is really making my body feel just very, very wonderful, and it feels so good to drink the water. So you planted a beautiful field of dreams and worked hard. Even in moments when you are losing faith, you continue. Now the spirit of the corn comes to honor this and show you a bountiful harvest. This is the time to reap the rewards of hard work and trust. Whether those rewards are financial or a kind of prosperity measured in quality rather than quantity. You are so blessed with this symbol appears. Don't forget to share your good fortune. And again, reminding me of the Wheel of Fortune energy that came through in the podcast number 8, coming soon. Details next week. It should be out next week. But really tapping into our Wheel of Fortune, our destiny, and knowing that the abundance are the opportunities that are providing us a new way of living and being in the world. And really notice the things that are really you're enjoying at this time, as we've been asked to stay at home and be under regulatory laws to really think about how we are using our time. What is health? What is wellness? And I'm excited to participate in our evolution as a guardian of the new earth. So I thank you so much for joining me this week. Some reminders, as I mentioned, Loving Me Creatively podcast. The dates that those land are not consistent at this time, but always happen on Transformation Thursday, so just keep a peep out of that. If you're interested, subscribe to my channel, Self Love Creatives. I have lots of other things that I upload there as well. Different workshops, pre-recorded workshops become available for free, and these episodes as well get put on there. And yeah, you can find lots of different stuff there, meditations. Also, I want to remind you of some beautiful healing spaces that are going to be coming up in October. And I have 3 different online live healing wellness programs to really boost up our leadership skills and our ability to step into the new earth love with vigor and lots of strategies and skills in our tool belt to act as a leader and ally for others. More details on my page and on my website. Please follow me, as well as find information on my website, selflovecreatives.com. And I have some exciting retreats that I'm really excited about happening in Joshua Tree, September 20th, Day of Peace, in celebration of International Day of Peace. We're going to be in a state of ceremony and celebration, utilizing the beautiful energies and plant-based medicines that we can really tap into. We'll be doing a beautiful fire ceremony and cannabis and cacao ceremony, and you can find more information about that on my website as well as on my Instagram posts. And a goddess retreat that's happening the very next day, September 21st, happening very close to autumn equinox. We're going to be tapping into the energy of rebirth, really targeting some powerful energy healing and DNA repair, all in support of womb healing. Find out more information about this divine feminine space on my Instagram as well as my website. And again, thank you so much for joining me for this session of Wisdom Wednesdays. I am always humbled and blessed to be given this beautiful energy body to tap into these beautiful messages for you and act as a portal of energy to share messages for our collective growth and evolution. Sending you all love and blessings during this week. Catch me next week for Wisdom Wednesdays. Take care. Don't forget to love yourself creatively today.